Royal breaking. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian of Denmark tie the knot. The morning light over Copenhagen feels different today, softer, almost sacred. The air carries the scent of spring blossoms and sea breeze, as if the entire city knows that something extraordinary is happening. The sound of distant bells blends with the soft hum of anticipation from thousands gathered outside the palace gates. And then, as the royal carriages appear on the horizon, it becomes real. After years of speculation, tradition, and whispers across two nations, Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark have tied the knot. No royal watcher could have predicted that this story, once dismissed as youthful friendship, would blossom into the most captivating royal union of this generation. The daughter of King Felipe VI, heir to Spain's crown, has now joined hearts and history with Denmark's beloved future king. Two dynasties, two cultures, one moment that will be remembered for centuries. But what truly makes this royal wedding different? Because behind the golden carriages and diamond tiaras lies a love story built not in palaces, but in patience, a story that had to fight through the glare of royal expectation, media frenzy, and two families deeply protective of their legacies. This isn't just a royal marriage, it's the rebirth of Europe's modern monarchy. It all began years ago, long before cameras turned their lenses toward Copenhagen. Leonor and Christian first crossed paths at royal gatherings, quiet diplomatic events that rarely made the headlines. Both were teenagers then, poised, polite, and quietly observant of the worlds they were born into. Few imagined that a connection had already sparked, one that would grow stronger with each passing year. Fast forward to 2025, and today, that connection has transformed into history. As dawn breaks over Copenhagen, preparations begin inside Amalienborg Palace. The royal corridors are alive with movement, stylists, florists, and security officials working in synchronized silence. Every detail has been rehearsed 1,000 times, but the emotion, that can't be rehearsed. In one suite, Princess Leonor stands before a full-length mirror. Her wedding gown, a breathtaking creation by Spanish designer Lorenzo Caprile, drapes in shimmering layers of ivory silk, embroidered with delicate lace patterns inspired by the Alhambra of Granada. The gown's train flows like a river of light behind her, symbolizing the bridge between her Spanish heritage and her new Danish life. Queen Letizia adjusts her daughter's veil, her eyes shining with quiet pride and emotion. Meanwhile, in another room, Prince Christian readies himself. Dressed in his ceremonial Danish Navy uniform, he carries himself with a calm confidence that mirrors his father, Crown Prince Frederik. His cufflinks, engraved with the initials, L and C, are a personal touch, a gift from Leonor herself. He looks into the mirror, takes a deep breath, and smiles. Today, he is not just a prince, he is a husband, a partner, and a man stepping into destiny. As the cathedral bells begin to ring, the city collectively holds its breath. Thousands gather outside Frederiksberg Castle, waving flags of Spain and Denmark. Journalists from across the world broadcast the moment live, their voices trembling with excitement. And then, the royal procession begins. The golden carriage carrying Princess Leonor glides through the palace gates. Crowds erupt in cheers, their voices echoing through the narrow streets. Leonor gazes out, her face serene but full of emotion. Every wave, every smile, it's as if she's sharing this moment with every person watching. Inside Frederiksberg Chapel, the scene is pure magic. The air glows with candlelight and the soft fragrance of white roses and lilies. Royal guests fill the pews, from European monarchs to heads of state. The Spanish anthem plays softly as King Felipe and Queen Letizia escort their daughter down the aisle. Cameras flash, but all eyes are on Leonor, radiant, graceful, every step a reflection of her journey from princess to queen in waiting. When Christian turns and sees her, time seems to stop. His expression, a mix of awe and disbelief, captures what every viewer feels. He whispers something under his breath, and though the microphones don't catch it, those who lip-read later confirm he said, "You're perfect." As they meet at the altar, Archbishop Henriksson begins the ceremony. His words echo through the grand chapel. Today, two nations, two traditions, and two hearts become one. Leonor and Christian exchange vows written in both Spanish and Danish. Her voice trembles slightly as she promises, "Wherever duty calls, my heart will follow you." His response, calm and sincere, with you, I find both duty and peace. The rings are exchanged, crafted from Danish silver and Spanish gold, forged together in a single band. A symbol not just of love, but unity between two royal legacies. When the archbishop declares them husband and wife, the entire chapel erupts in applause. Trumpets sound, choirs rise, and the newlyweds share their first kiss, gentle, emotional, and pure. Outside, Copenhagen explodes with joy. Bells ring across the city. Cannons fire from the harbor. Flags wave in every direction. The world watches as the couple steps onto the balcony of the palace, their smiles lighting up the cloudy Danish sky. King Felipe is visibly emotional. Cameras catch him wiping a tear as Queen Letizia rests a comforting hand on his arm. Queen Mary of Denmark watches proudly, her expression soft and maternal. For both royal families, this isn't just ceremony, it's the union of their children, and the promise of a future that will link Spain and Denmark for generations. As the afternoon unfolds, the grand reception begins. The ballroom inside Amalienborg is a vision of royal splendor, crystal chandeliers, golden drapes, and a live orchestra blending Spanish flamenco with Danish symphonies. Guests toast the newlyweds as laughter and music fill the air. King Felipe delivers a speech that silences the room. Leonor, he says, you have brought honor to our crown, strength to our family, and light to our people. Today, you have shown the world that love, not tradition, is what sustains the future. Prince Frederick responds with warmth and pride. Christian, he says, you have found your equal, in grace, in courage, and in heart. Denmark welcomes not just a princess, but a daughter. Later that evening, Leonor and Christian take their first dance as husband and wife. The orchestra plays a blend of Spanish guitar and Danish violin, a melody that perfectly captures their story. As they move together, you can see it, that rare connection that transcends royal duty. They aren't dancing for cameras or history books. They're dancing for themselves. Outside, fireworks paint the Copenhagen sky. Red and yellow intertwine with white and blue, the colors of Spain and Denmark united in light. The crowd below cheers, chanting their names. Children wave miniature crowns, and elderly spectators weep openly. But perhaps the most powerful moment comes when Leonor, still in her gown, steps out onto the balcony one last time. She looks over the crowd, over the city that has welcomed her with open arms, and simply whispers, "Gracias." The Danish crowd roars back, "Talk. Two nations, one sentiment, thank you." By the next morning, headlines around the world share the same story, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian, a royal union that redefines modern monarchy. Experts call it the beginning of a new royal era, one built not on politics, but on partnership. Leonor, the young woman once under immense pressure to modernize the Spanish crown, has proven that grace and authenticity can coexist with tradition. Christian, long seen as Denmark's golden prince, has matured into a man who leads not by duty alone, but by devotion. This wedding has done more than unite two royal houses, it has united two nations in admiration and respect. As night falls over Copenhagen, the streets still glow from the celebrations. The bells have quieted, the guests have gone home, but one truth remains, the world witnessed history today. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark didn't just tie the knot. They tied together the hearts of millions who still believe in love stories that can change the course of history. And as they begin their journey as husband and wife, the world can't help but whisper, this isn't just a royal romance. It's the rebirth of the modern fairy tale.